In this short video, we'll show you just how easy it is to make models in GT Suite from the Gerotor Design Studio interface. So here we've got the Gerotor Design Studio user interface open. We've selected one of the example files that comes with the program. In this case, it's the 8.9 rotor set. So we won't go through building a Gerotor design as such. Assume that that's already been done and that that's known. So we just go through the process. So we calculate the profiles, design the porting, calculate the performance within Gerotor Design Studio. And now we see that this section becomes enabled in the GT area. So here we can choose which version of GT we've got installed. So in this case we're running version 2021, and then select which fluid we want to use for the simulation. The fluids all come from the GT Suite library, and there's many different types. So here we'll just choose, let's say, a 530, and then click Launch GT Suite Model. So in the background, the models have been created, the solid models have been created, and now they're being converted using GT's Gem 3D application into the GT Suite model. There's some to-ing and fro-ing between GT and Gerotor Design Studio to edit that model in order to include all the parameters which are not generally part of the GT baseline, and also to populate the case setup. This just takes a couple of minutes. And now we're opening the model in GT. And there we go. So there's the completed model in GT. It's ready to run. You don't need to do anything else with it. It includes the axial gap objects as well to simulate the gap between the rotors and the housing faces. And the Gerotor friction object is fully populated with all the data required. Case setup is fully populated. Includes 36 cases, which are 6 cases for each speed in the range and 6 for each pressure. On the left you can see all of the parameters which are easily changeable within GT without having to rebuild the model. So we can change such things as clearances, the fluid, speeds, pressures, even the diameter of the rotor and the rotor width itself. Anything that doesn't relate to the profile geometry can be changed from this interface without having to rebuild all of the model. So from this point we can just click Run. Finish. So GT makes some checks, opens a simulation dashboard and starts to run the simulations. And because there's 36 cases, these are going to take 2 to 3 minutes, but in order for the video to be shorter, we'll skip to the end. So coming now to the end of the simulation runs and just running the final case 36. So now in a few seconds time we'll see a note from simulation dashboard telling us that the results are available to view. And there we go. So just click on View Results. And the results map opens up. So this is similar to the map in GT Suite, in GTIs. From here we can look at any result for any of the objects. We're just going to have a quick look at a few. So this is the outlet restriction, so this is effectively the outlet of the pump. Look at case RLT, volumetric flow rate, litres per minute. Let's just expand that again. So here you can see stepping through from case 1 to 6 was 1000 RPM with increasing pressure. You can see the flow dropping off with increasing pressure due to internal leakages. This is at higher speed, 1800. This would be at 2600, all the way up to 6000 RPM. We can also have a look at the actual pressure at the exit. So again, for the different case numbers. So we were asking for a 10 bar pressure drop. The model or the pump could only achieve 5.87 bar due to internal leakages. As the RPM increases on the pump, so we get more pressure out, which is what would be expected. Having a look at some other parameter, let's have a look at the power. So this is in the engine speed object. If we look at average power, so we can see the power drawn by the pump, which is why it's negative. It's been absorbed by the pump. And again, for the different speeds and pressure ranges, to around about 1.75 kilowatts. So that's just a quick overview of how easy it is to build high fidelity simulation models in GT Suite of Gerotor pumps direct from the Gerotor Design Studio interface. If you'd like to know more about it, please contact us directly at support@gerotordesignstudio.com. Thanks for watching.